Short. It's good, though. It's good when the players are back, though. But it flies, I think, every year. It's like being a player. It just flies by, But each year it seems like it gets quicker and quicker. But it's been good. Trying to be selfish every year, and I always beg for guys. I know Brad and Coach Campbell and always have a plan and the big picture for the team. So, I'll be totally honest. Sometimes on draft day, you're not totally sure either. I'm sitting with my feet up and, all right, what are we going to do? We make our little assessments as coaches, and playing part of that puzzle. And, it's draft day is always I'm like you guys. Even tell my kids, they always ask, my boys, who are we getting? Probably more my wife. I'm like, more about the team than I do, I think, sometimes. But it is nice always to get some fresh new faces every year. We do get them in there. And this year we happen to draft two young men that had really good college careers, and hopefully they can come in here and help us. We all need work. It doesn't matter how long you play. You're always trying to refine yourself and sharpen your tools, your strengths, your weaknesses. How do you keep getting better? Because every year you're writing a new chapter in your book and you're putting it out there. So even guys along like the Ragnows of the world or the Glasgows of the world, they're trying to get better. The thing with the new guys is you're trying to break habits they've been taught for 4 or 5 years and teach them the habits you want them to create. So first we got to create those habits and break some of the old habits, and that's repetition. And I'm a big firm believer in guys cross-train a lot of different positions too. That's the one thing I better watch what I say out there, but people don't always cross-train their guys, when they get them. And I think, unless you're the absolute starter day one or somewhere, I always feel like you need to be able to do both ways, and, it's the same way when Panay came in here. I believe it's now been 5 years ago, it's like he was a left tackle, and he was like, Coach, I only know left tackle. I go, you played like a year and a half, maybe, if I can recall, in college, and I watched you play right tackle in high school, and then they moved you around tight end, so don't give me that, but just teaching it, it's more the balance in the mind. It's like a mind trick anyway, honestly, on some of that stuff. I can't sit up here and say I can write with a left hand or anything like that, but I think if I trained myself, I would be able to do it. So it's about just training it and tricking the mind sometimes, stuff like that. So cross-training is a big thing for us because if you're not one of the 5 starters, we only dress 8 on game day. So that leaves 2 other positions open. So some guys have to play multiple positions or be ready to. And so it's getting those young guys caught up to speed and getting our vets sharpening their tools and still being able to, hey, Colby, go play right tackle. Hey, Colby, go play right guard, left guard, Yodi. These guys, and that, Panay probably gets the majority of all his at right tackle, all his reps. But again, hey, can you go over and play left real quick for me? Just if there ever needed to be that time. So it's getting everybody caught up to speed and going there. He's going to be, he's an interior player. That's where I would vision him playing, more interior. Definitely center's not as natural for him just yet, so you definitely are going to tend to probably give him more reps at that, snapping the ball to make it more comfortable. But see him helping us definitely interior. I know the young man getting to know him now more after rookie minicamp, and prior to that, he's going to do whatever I ask. I joke with him, hey, you're going to play tackle for us, stuff like that. But he definitely needs some time on there to training. It's going to become natural for him. I thought what he did in rookie minicamp was pretty good for handling that. Our centers, like across the whole league, they do a lot. They have a lot on their plates. They're like quarterbacks on that O-line. They set a lot of the protections, a lot of the calls, and they work one-on-one with the QB. So in time, he's going to get it down and become a pretty good center here, and I know he can flex out the guard. That's where all his tape is in college. So he definitely got majority of them at center, but he also, same way at rookie, as you guys weren't probably around, you're flexing. All right, get back to guard this side. So it was good, though, what he showed. I know this, and I think I've always learned it from growing, probably from my father, coaching me in little leagues, all the way up through, going to high school to college, and then having an opportunity to play at this level. Competition brings out the best of you, the best of the unit. It will weed out the weak too. So the guys that just can't keep up. And talking with all our guys this year, there's a lot of opportunity for everybody. And I think every year presents its own new issues or opportunities, you really should say. And every year is a different year. So I'm always on the mindset, and I believe with Coach Campbell, I line with him, is like we're trying to play our best five, and how does those chips fall? And so I think our guys, even the veterans, I've been in their same shoes when you draft somebody first round, second round. I've been that guy, and it just, okay, I'm coming in, I'm going to work hard, do what I can do, take care of what I can take care of, but it's only going to make you normally a better player, and it's going to make those other guys around you better. And so I think we just elevated our level of play probably this year. Now we got to go out and do it and do that, but the work ethic and the grind you're going to have and the all in, all together, you're going to see that this year because everyone wants to be in this room, and unfortunately, we can't keep everybody. We can't keep. If, like I said, I'm greedy. If they want to give me everybody and keep them on practice squad in there, I'd love to have them. But we're going to breed competition, and I think you're going to see the best from all these young men going forward. And we got a few months here before the pads really come on. Right now, I would say we're in underwear, so when those pads come on, they're really going to separate things. And at the end of the day, I talk to every one of our guys in that old line room. That's kind of what I can control. Is my goal for them is to have a job here first. But if it's not here, what other 31 other teams are they going to be playing for? Because I always do believe we have a special unit here and special guys here. And so if it's not going to be with the Detroit Lions, what other 31 teams are you going to be on? I liked where he ended last year. Where he was with his play, where his demeanor was, where he really was assignment-wise. He really did a good job, and he grew every day. Coming back this year, I know he went out to see LaCharles, which LaCharles, I think there's a lot of guys out there that do a really good job with these guys, and I know what kind of shape Decker's in. We have a bunch of guys that go to LaCharles that's on our roster here, but I know this, like Deck always comes in ready to play, in shape and ready to go. And I know LaCharles a little bit. We played in the same era a little bit there. So I like what LaCharles is about and how he gets the guys ready to play. When it pertains to Gio, we'll see when the one thing, he does have a physical presence about him, and he can exert his physicality on the field, which is great. And that's what I think you got to see later in the year. Now it's, can he take that next step? It's a huge step. It's no longer, hey, we're trying to get all your base and balance right. There was a lot we changed with them, and I told him when we drafted him there was going to be a lot I was going to change how he did things, but it's the same way every year. You're coached for 4 or 5 years one way. You're coming to a new coach. Hey, I might want you to do this, tweak that foot there, turn your toe out, hey, place your hands here, all that. So all these little things, he's heard a whole year of me say it, and it's now, okay, can I take this, and now without thinking about all these little things that come into play, can I keep playing fast? And that's what we're going to see. And I think the biggest thing for O-line, you don't have to be the most talented, you don't have to be the strongest, you don't have to be the fastest, you got to be the most consistent. And if you're consistent, you'll play. It was a good experience. I'll take it. I went out there. It was a long flight, but it was very good. I think everything you do in life, you're always learning from something and trying to get better at it. And it was a great opportunity to at least just look at and learn from, take everything. You never want to take things for granted. It was, I just want to be the best O-line coach I can be, to be honest, the best coach. It's like being the best dad, the best husband. And it was a good honor for somebody to call and reach out. And it was a great experience. I thought it was a great experience. We had a great meeting, and I'm very glad, though, I'm back here because this is where I wanted to be with my family. And we got stuff special here. I got a special room, but definitely Mike was great out there, and it was a great little learning experience. And if it ever arose or came about again, it would be another way to. I've already taken that step. What can I do better? What can I not do better? Or, but it's definitely where I wanted to be anyway here right now. You guys get to walk in this building almost every day, and I do. And there's a lot of things. There's a lot outside football too. Everybody knows I got four kids. About a third one about to go to college this year, so that's 3 college bills. And then we still have 2 younger ones and kids. So family's a big part of it, but really the room, Coach Campbell is a big part of it. Family, we've been here going on 8 years. So that's, for me personally, and letting you guys probably know more than that, but my kids before here, the longest they've ever lived was 4 years. So Michigan, I would say, is home for them, even though they'll go anywhere. We've lived all over the country, but home right now is for my wife and I here, Michigan.